Hey everyone, Mr. Happy here and welcome to my overview on all of the Dragoon updates coming to 14 in Dawntrail. I was recently given the opportunity to try the expansion out early at the North American Media Tour, and that includes checking out the job changes. So when you're done with this video, be sure to look at all the other videos. I'll put a playlist in the description so it's easy to find. Quick disclaimer, reminder that Dawntrail is still in development, and so everything you see in here, potencies, abilities, whatever, it's all still subject to change, so don't be surprised if things are a bit different come early access. Now, while everyone was really fearing the Dragoon rework before we had any details, the job is largely similar to its Endwalker counterpart with a few notable changes, both to the job at level 90 and its new skills beyond. First, some of the changes to existing systems for the job. The biggest one is that you no longer have eyes on your gauge. Mirage Dive is now simply a follow-up to your jump or high jump for additional potency, and eyes are no longer required at all to activate Life of the Dragon. Instead, Skogul is now a 60-second cooldown, and upon pressing it, you will immediately enter Life of the Dragon, along with gaining 3 stacks of Nastron ready. Life is also now a 15% damage boost, but only lasts 20 seconds instead of 30. That being said, it's as busy as it was before, if not busier than it was, because now you have to do 3 Nastrons, a Star Diver, and another new attack during a shorter time frame. Nastron only has a 2-second recast now, so you can do it 3 times, not the 10-second one it had before. There are a few other changes as well, even up to level 90. Battle Litany is now a 20-second buff, up from 15 seconds before, lining it up with most other buff changes in Dawntrail. Your 5-part combo now also has a new finisher from level 64 and onward called Drake's Bane. This just replaces the final GCD in your 5-part combo, whether it be Wheeling Thrust or Fang and Claw. This attack has a bit more potency and no positional requirements, reducing the number of total positionals you have in your rotation. Speaking of positionals, Dragon Sight is no more. With 1 less positional and the added damage to Life of the Dragon, it seems they determined it was no longer worth the macro or targeting headaches the skill was causing amongst players. And finally, a change that we actually learned in the live letter, Spine Shatter Dive is no more. In its place, you now have Winged Glide, a no damage gap closer. This will give Dragoon a much more open amount of mobility, now having both the backflip and the 2 non-damage gap closers for you to utilize, instead of always using them during burst windows and then not having them for later. Now to see how many Dragoons keep backflipping during their opener and to get around instead of using the new skill. After level 90, they get a few changes that are pretty standard for all the melee jobs. At level 94, you get Enhanced Second Wind, bumping the potency to 800. You also get Melee Mastery at that level, upping the potency of their more powerful single-target GCDs. And then at level 98, you get Enhanced Feint, increasing the debuff's duration to 15 seconds. The new skills after level 90 are mostly updates and follow-ups to existing skills. At level 92, you get Enhanced Dragonfire Dive, causing the attack to grant Dragon's Flight for 30 seconds. This buff changes the skill into Rise of the Dragon, a 550 potency AoE off global with a 50% fall off. Just another bonus OGCD during 2s to replace one of those missing Spine Shatter dives. At level 96, Dragoons get Lance Mastery 4, and this simply updates Vorpal Thrust and Disembowel to Lance Barrage and Spiral Blow. They function the same still, but with updated animations and higher potency. Finally, at level 100, you learn Enhanced Star Diver. This causes the attack to grant Star Cross ready for 20 seconds, transforming Star Diver into Star Cross. This is another OGCD for your life window, dealing 700 AoE potency with a 50% fall off. So basically, both your Spine Shatter dives got replaced with something else in the expansion for your burst. So Dragoons were super afraid, but all in all, they'll feel very similar to Endwalker. No longer needing to manage eyes and life windows will likely be seen as a gameplay downgrade to some of the more hardcore Dragoons, as well as Skogul being 60 seconds instead of 30 now, meaning it's a little less involved. But compared to the doom and gloom fears most had before, it seems the job made out relatively unscathed with some quality of life to boot. We'll see how career Dragoons react to this once they hear about all the information. I know one reaction they'll have though. Dragoon, where's you wanna get Dragoon a defensive cooldown at some point? Monk gets an AoE heal, everyone else has everything going on. Yeah, but enhanced second wind, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I know they still didn't get a defensive. And that's going to be a wrap for my overview for Dragoon in Dawntrail. Be sure to like and subscribe and check out all of the other videos in that playlist in the description. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, take care.